My name is Danielle Stallings, and I teach film here at Long Beach City College. And this program is part of an equity initiative. What is equity? Equity is fairness. Equity is equality. And so there's some funding to create more of a balance in some of our classes and offerings here at the college. And part of that is creating more access. And access just means outreach to make sure people know that there's an open door for them.
I decided I wanted to write, and I managed to avoid that for a long time, and I became an electrician and a gaffer, and then I became a first assistant director. So I took the long way around to what I really needed to do.
Anything that's going to get you promoted at McDonald's is going to get you promoted in the film industry. Work quickly, you get the order right, and you ask if they want anything else with that.
My dad was a film editor, director. My mom was a sound editor. This is her Oscar that I'm very proud to share with you guys today for the movie The River, which I also worked on with her. But what I want to say is that it's not, this is a business of both who you know and who you pursue to know. And I think you can't let anything stop you from that, because there are people who grow up in the business, and if you're no good doing it, you're not going to keep getting jobs. I didn't even get my first job because of my mother.
I wanted to be an actress when I was very, very young, like under 5. But there were no people that I saw on TV or in movies that looked like me.
First thing I did, when I was 16, I wrote to the BBC. I'm English. I wrote to the BBC saying, how can I be involved in like the camera world of the BBC? And I got a letter back, which I should keep actually, saying, you can train to be an engineer or learn to type.
So one day I quit my job. I just literally walked to my boss's office and said, I'm done. I am done. And it freaked out my boss. It freaked me out because thinking, oh my God, I don't have a job. But that afternoon, I was walking around the city. Now, this was in DC, and I ran into a film shoot. They were shooting Super 16, and I had no idea what they were doing, but it looked really cool. And the camera, I thought, man, that's some crazy, crazy stuff there. And I approached the set, and I said, look, I just quit my job. I want to do something. Give me some. And they really thought I was crazy.
What is the thing that your character wants or needs that's going to change his or her life in a way that they envision it? So a lot of times screenplays are about people, a particular character, the protagonist, who wants something, and they want it because when they get that thing, everything's going to be amazing. And so that's the diabolical plan. It doesn't have to be like an antagonistic, an antagonist who wants to take over the world. But what does your character want that's going to make her life better? Where does the scene take place? So we want to clarify that for the actors. So if it's in a kitchen, or if it's in the dining room, or if it's outside, or wherever you want to set it is fine, as long as we can articulate that to your actors. What time of day does it take place? That isn't essential, but I think it's helpful if we know, if it's going to be in the middle of the night or if it's, morning, that's going to change things a little bit. So you want to be aware of that.
This is a 2000 watt, and one of the things about these Fresnels is you can spot and flood them. So right now, we are all the way flooded out. Then you can go and you can spot it down very easily. Yeah, so if you need to have a hotter surface or focus your light in one area, you can do that. But then if you want to light up a wider area, you go with that. One of the nice things about these Fresnels is the edge of the light. It's got a nice, smooth fall. You can kind of see where your usable light goes from that pole to about halfway through there, this close. So it's got a nice spread to it. But it's also really hot. Let's
The sound editing in a nutshell. You ready? If it sounds good, it is good. If it sounds good, it is good. If it doesn't sound good, what? It's not good, right? So you do whatever you can to make it sound good at the time you're recording. I mean, I heard, I don't know if it's still true, but that English films would hire the sound editor months in advance of shooting, and they would go through the script and they would mark down like what kind of sounds they needed to make the sound of the film sound fresh and good. Not besides just capturing the dialogue.
I need you to think long and hard about this choice.
Mom, I've been thinking about it.
Well, think longer. Because it's not just your life that's affected.
What was it like seeing a story come to life that you originated today?
It's emotional. I don't know. It makes me really happy.
That's great. I'm so happy. Mean it, but like she knows that I don't mean it. But she, like everyone else, if they were looking, they'd be like, "Oh, she's nice."